Imagine this. You haven't spoken to a conductor in over 30 years, and one email reignites your composing career and leads you to a European premiere and connects you with 39 conductors, no cold calling. It happened to me, and I'll show you how one score opened the door to it all. This is your moment. This is your composing comeback, and it's just getting started. Let me take you back to an unexpected turning point in my career, outside the usual commission path, but full of potential. Early in my career as a theatrical composer, I was fortunate enough to get a commission from the Vatican to write a vocal orchestral piece for the Encounters of Sacred Contemporary Music Festival in Rome. And my piece, The Efficacy of Patience, which was inspired by the poetry of Saint Teresa of Avila, was conducted by Maestro Vittorio Parisi, alongside works by 15 other European composers. That was 1992.
Fast forward more than 30 years, and after a detour into commercial banking, I was getting my composing career back on track. One of the first people I reached out to was Maestro Vittorio Parisi. By then, he had founded the Daedalo Ensemble in Brescia, Italy. And to my surprise and delight, he remembered our previous work and actually commissioned me to compose a new piece, this time for flute, 2 violins, viola, horn, clarinet, and piano. I based the new piece on Hans Christian Andersen's The Tinderbox, and in 2024, we premiered it in Brescia. That one reconnection set off a chain reaction, leading to 39 new connections across Europe and giving my classical composing career a fresh start. And here's how it all unfolded.
After the premiere, Vittorio reached out with some exciting news. He wanted to feature my piece in an international conducting competition he was hosting in his hometown Brescia with 39 selected conductors from around the world. They'd all be purchasing the score directly from my publishing website, and that's when things got really interesting.
Each order came with a name, an email, and a new opportunity. I didn't pitch, I served. I uploaded an MP3 of the score and encouraged questions. I set up a dedicated group for those conductors in my CRM. Instead of jumping straight into a pitch, I focused on serving them. As emails came in with inquiries about phrasing, tempo, or articulation, I took time to respond thoughtfully. I kept track of everything, followed up with helpful messages, Zoom calls, and engaged with them on a deeper level.
The result? They got valuable insights, and I got to build meaningful relationships. But I did not stop there.
I also researched each conductor. I checked their social media, looked into their ensemble affiliations, and learned more about their performance history. And by the time I followed up, it felt completely natural. We had a real connection, and I wasn't cold emailing anyone.
What started as a simple score sale turned into something much more. It became an organic networking opportunity where I could offer real value and build trust. So what can you take away from this? Here are a few things that worked for me and could help you too.
Don't just say hello, show what you're working on and offer value. Parisi and I hadn't spoken in 30 years, but that reconnection sparked everything. A simple tool like Airtable or Notion can help you organize names, emails, and follow-ups. Every score sold is a new relationship. A question about phrasing isn't just a technical note, it's an open door. I always followed up with care. Check out their ensemble's repertoire or LinkedIn. Tailor your message so it doesn't feel generic.
Sometimes the best opportunities come from the most unexpected places. If you're open to new ideas and connections, you might find that doors open where you least expect them. For instance, featuring my score in an international conducting competition led to many opportunities I hadn't anticipated. The key is to be prepared and ready to engage and take advantage when the chance arises. If you found this helpful or have any questions about your own composing journey, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Do you have any past connections that helped you reboot your career? Or maybe you use CRM tools to grow your network. Let's share some ideas. In the last video, we talked about how unexpected networking can breathe life into your catalog. Well, today I want to show you how to build on that momentum by turning one well-received piece into multiple products that reach entirely different performers.
When I performed my first 10 American tangos at the National Flute Convention, they were written for flute and guitar, my original instrumentation. It was a packed room with over 2,200 flutists attending. After the performance, I returned to my booth thinking, maybe I'll sell a few scores and make some connections.
Now, what I didn't anticipate was the flood of requests from flutists who loved the music but didn't play with the guitarist. They wanted the tangos arranged for flute and piano, and it made total sense. Every flutist has access to a pianist, especially students, university professors, and private teachers and soloists looking to perform with a collaborative pianist.
That's when the light bulb went off. Instead of writing brand new pieces, I adapted the tangos for different combinations: flute and piano, flute piano cello, four flutes, flute choir, and even clarinet. Each variation opened up a new lane for performance and a new stream of sales. I wasn't reinventing the wheel, I was scaling what already worked.
And here's the key. I didn't let those post-concert conversations just vanish. I took business cards, jotted down names, and critically I noted whether someone was connected to a university, for example. Because here's the thing, universities are gateways. If someone's on faculty, you're looking at potential master classes, guest performances, and commissions. Dedicating a piece to their faculty or ensemble can help plant your flag in front of students, colleges, and institutional buyers. And the students, well, they have the next generation of performers and clients. When they graduate and move into their own careers, your music moves with them. So what started as one performance of 10 tangos became a scalable catalog because I listened to what the audience needed, adapted accordingly, and nurtured those relationships with intention.
Have you ever considered how many different ensembles might enjoy your existing pieces? Drop a comment below if you've arranged your work for more than one group, or let me know if you're thinking about where to start.
Adapting my tango pieces for different instruments wasn't just about meeting artistic demand. It became a strategic way to monetize each work multiple times. For every new arrangement, flute and piano, clarinet and guitar, and beyond, I charged a modest fee and added that version to my catalog. I often dedicated the arrangement to the musician who requested it, giving them a sense of ownership and visibility while expanding my reach. As custom commissions started coming in, I based my fees on a simple formula: length of the piece, number of instruments. More instruments meant more layout time, especially for piano and guitar scores, which naturally carried a higher fee.
During this time, I launched several small chamber groups, the Caliendo Barcelona Duo and the Caliendo Trio, adding cello to the group. We performed across the country at local schools and cultural events, and after each performance, I'd submit our programs to ASCAP, which meant I received royalties as both the composer and the publisher. Always report your public performances to your performing rights organization. It's a hidden income stream that many composers forget.
As my catalog grew, so did the vision. I realized that to build a sustainable publishing company, I needed to think in terms of libraries, not just titles. So I expanded beyond tango into curated collections like Gypsy Americano, Flamenco Americano, Western music, world music, and chamber jazz. That expansion helped shape my brand into a clear identity: world music for classical musicians. And that clarity began to attract attention from my university contacts. They started inviting me to give masterclasses on world music alongside faculty recitals featuring my compositions. These visits introduced my catalog to faculty, students, and administrators, each a potential new client or performer of my work.
I also made sure my best-selling pieces were recorded with high-level ensembles. We compiled them into a hit CD under the Caliendo Trio, which doubled as both a promotional asset and a commercial product. To support all of this, I built performance kits on my website, making each title's landing page a hub. Every piece included MP3 samples, live performance videos, program notes, duration, and difficulty rating. Don't just upload and hope for the best. Promote your arrangements as complete performance kits. Help performers imagine the full experience of playing your work, and you'll remove the friction between discovery and decision.
To keep the momentum going, I turned to YouTube and social media, not just to share my own performances, but to drive traffic directly to my shop.
Every post had a purpose: showcase the music, tell a story, and guide performers to where they could buy the score. As more artists began performing my work, I flipped the spotlight. I invited them to send me their performance videos, which I proudly featured on my publishing YouTube channel and embedded on each title's landing page on my website.
This did two powerful things. It gave performers a sense of recognition and community, and it let new visitors see real musicians actively engaging with the music, making it easier for them to imagine doing the same. In short, every new performance became a new promotion. Now you may be asking yourself, what happens if I do not have a publishing company and I have no idea how to start one? Well, don't worry if you haven't launched your own sheet music publishing company yet. You don't need one to start building real momentum. I didn't create mine overnight. I simply followed the interest, paid attention to what performers were asking for, and built it piece by piece. The stories I'm sharing with you now are designed to help you skip the guesswork and move faster. When I started, I had nothing but gut instinct. Because of that, you now have a roadmap. And the truth is, you can start where you are with one score, one performance, or one request. Whether it's creating PDFs, uploading to an existing platform, or simply emailing your music to performers, is always a first step. And if you're ready to take that step, I can help. I coach composers who want to turn their catalog into a business, teaching you how to create, publish, and sell your music through a professional e-commerce platform. From setting up your shop to creating product pages that convert, I'll guide you through every stage. And if you're serious about building a sustainable music career through sheet music publishing, drop a comment below or email me at info@ChristopherCaliendo.com. And I'll connect with you to learn more about one-on-one coaching opportunities. Now, here are 5 strong reasons why publishing and selling your own music digitally is essential.
By publishing your own works, you decide how your music is edited, formatted, and priced. This means no waiting on a traditional publisher's timeline. You keep 100% of the sales revenue. You choose your licensing terms, performance, sync, educational, etc. Digital storefronts like Sheet Music Plus, Music Spoke, JW Pepper, MyScore, or your own website gives you access to musicians and educators worldwide. Audiences searching by genre, instrument, or occasion. Passive income, 24/7, no inventory needed. Self-publishing allows immediate delivery of scores and parts via PDF. Easy updates for revisions, bundling of scores with MIDI tracks, rehearsal videos, or educational content. Having your scores professionally notated, branded, and available online signals you're serious about your craft. You're easy to work with. You're ready for residencies, guest artist slots, and commissions. And finally, self-publishing digitally means your music lives on, even after you're no longer actively promoting it. Digital platforms can preserve and distribute your catalog for years. It becomes easier for scholars, performers, and future generations to discover your work.
Let's turn your music into your legacy and your income. As my catalog grew, I began composing more substantial works, flute sonatas that allow me to write specifically for virtuosi, like the incredible Amy Porter, who premiered my flute sonata number 8. Staying true to my brand of world music for classical musicians, many of these sonatas became musical portraits of different cultures.
For example, Sonata Number 2 is affectionately called the Queen Sonata, written in a lush Victorian style. Number 3 explores the Western paintings of N.C. Wyeth. Number 4, the Spanish Sonata, pulses with Iberian rhythms, while Number 5, the Italian Sonata, draws from operatic lyricism. Number 6, the French Sonata, was inspired by Toulouse-Lautrec's Circus Prince and commissioned by Robert Langevin of the New York Philharmonic. Number 7 channels classical jazz. Number 10 is the Norwegian Sonata. And number 15, the Korean Sonata, rich with traditional textures.
Each of these sonatas was crafted with a specific artist or faculty performer in mind, creating meaningful connections, expanding my publishing reach, and helping my brand travel the globe through the artistry of others. Let these pro tips guide you and inspire your next move.
When you write for a specific musician, you're not just creating music, you're building a relationship. And this kind of collaboration often leads to more performances, organic word-of-mouth promotion, and even masterclass invitations. A well-matched performer becomes your ambassador. A great title tells a story. The Queen Sonata or the Spanish Sonata immediately gives the listener and performer a vivid reference. When your pieces have unique identities, they stand out in conversations, catalogs, and programs, and become easier to remember and share. Each performer connects you to a wider network, students, faculty, ensembles, and international audiences. When they feel ownership in the work, especially if it's dedicated to them, they advocate for it. That's the beginning of a ripple effect across entire institutions or communities.
If this video inspired some ideas for your own music, I'd love to hear about them. What piece could you reimagine for a new ensemble or format? If this video stirred up ideas for your own catalog, I'd love to hear them. What piece are you ready to reimagine? In the next video, Henry Mancini's formula for composing success, no tech needed, I'll share a meaningful moment from lunch with the Pink Panther composer, and how one timeless idea completely changed how I approach time, relationships, and career building. We'll dive into why managing your time like an artist, not a machine, is key, and how breaking down scripts for directors builds trust, deepens connections, and gets you hired. and why success in film scoring often comes down to one thing: being someone people want to work with. If you ever thought, do I still have what it takes? This next video is for you. Hit subscribe, tap the bell, and join me as we explore how Henry Mancini's 50-50 rule still lights the way. No tech overwhelm required. Just timeless wisdom to fuel your composing comeback.